Okay, so it's not quite Caleric's Mousehold, but this was the team that I brought to a challenge just gone, and my initial intention was that this is going to be at least the Skeleton of the World's team, and then I went 2-2 at that challenge, and then I moved on to Bandit Coridon. But like thinking back to that challenge, like I went 2-2. Both games were incredibly winnable. The round 4 one was just, well, I had a Koi of Milotic and I just forgot that I wasn't asleep and I could have just clicked Hypnosis and won immediately. So that was just me being bad. And then the round 1 was I missed a Zoom Lens Hydro Pump into a Calyrex getting crit O-code. Whereas if neither of those happened, I would have been fine. So that was just an unlucky loss. It was just very amusing that, looking back, it was amusing that it was the very first set of the entire season, and of course I get unlucky to lose again because it keeps happening, just keeps happening. Which is why I want 100% accuracy on my team if I can absolutely help it, and like technically do if I coil twice. But the Milotic seems to make sense on this team as far as I can see. So I'm going to play a few games with this again just to see if this feels still reasonable compared to the Coridon team. So I always have Coridon that I can fall back on, but things aren't so successful in just the 1300s, which is not ideal. So I might need to edit that a bit more. But this is a reasonable fallback, I would say. So again, Terra Fairy. Everyone's going Terra Fairy now. So my Iron Hands is looking pretty good against them. What's Clear Ambit? It's supposed to do safety goals. What am I doing? Clear Ambit is fine here though. Safety goals wouldn't have mattered. So I obviously copied over the wrong paste. But I think everything else is basically the same. So they do have Photograph. That's fine. So I'll go Calyrex here. Obviously Rillaboom, and I'll go Roaring Moon. Roaring Moon seems to have been forgotten about. It's definitely still very good. But I do want to have a look at Calyrex Mousehold again. Because if you saw in the last episode, I just got womped on by it. Still got time though. I can afford to just test a few more things. Okay. So as always, do they go for... they do have Encore, so I can't Source Dance. I'm going to Drain Punch and I'm going to switch to Rillaboom, I think. No, because they could Terra Fairy. I can't Calm Mind. I will just fake out an Astral Barrage, I think. Yeah, that's fine. It was just Light Screen. Because I can't Calm Minds, obviously, because they could just... they could just Encore me. So... now... I'll still attempt Drain Punch. It would be very odd if they Terra Fairy now. I will still attempt to Astral Barrage. They can't KO both, surely. Tevin is fine. Yeah, there's Volt Switch, and Bulky Calyrex is able to survive. That's good. So this is a KO'd Urshifu. There's no way it's surviving this. Like so. So that's good. There's Miraidon again. Was I Terra Normal on this? Again, that's the wrong paste, but I can go for Terra Normal. Drain Punch. Would it KO? Not sure it would, but I'm switching to Rillaboom here. I get rid of my Quark Drive. Okay, so I should have Wild Charged. That's alright. Because that's not much now. And that's got to be in range of Grassy Glide, right? One would assume. Maybe. If I KO both, Roaring Moon beats whatever's in the back. Well, I guess technically not the Iron Hands, but... yeah, I'm going to fake out and Drain Punch here. That should be fine. This is fine. This is still good damage. That's a reasonable play from them, but yeah, that's a lot of healing. And they can't Terror anymore, which is good. So I shall sack the Calyrex. I think I'm able to KO the Whimsicott here. No, I'm going to sack the Roaring Moon. That's good. And this should... Oh, yeah, that's fine. I was sacking the Roaring Moon. This should KO, right? Did not. Okay. Which did my Drain Punch do previously? It's the 51. So Fake Out and... Get it, but I need to go Calyrex. Because I can Drain Punch here and Astral Barrage. They'll Tailwind and Hornleech KO my Calyrex, but then I KO their Whimsicott and then I win the Terrain War and I just Grassy Glide. Well, they can follow me though. So, okay, I keep my Calyrex. Do I prefer that? I don't think I do. Now, oh, that was smart. Yeah, now they get the double KO, don't they? Yeah, that was a good play. So I will attempt to Wild Charge the Miraidon and switch to Rillaboom. I do survive, so that's good. And do I survive the Wild Charge recoil? I do, okay. So, which one do they attack here? Because if I protect and they attack the Calyrex, I definitely win. And they have to because I can protect on the next turn, right? That's my logic. They outplay me. So I was considering Swords Dancing there. Because if I'm protecting, then I'm expecting them to attack the Calyrex, which means that actually Swords Dance is the play based on what happened. So, like, they made a solid play at the end there. That was good from them. Because if I attack with Calyrex, I for sure win, because then I'll be able to Astral Barrage single target, maybe KO them. It would be close. So now I think I'm still content to do the same thing. Except Roaring Moon didn't really do anything there. Volcarona would have helped a lot more. So I will bring Volcarona instead. Okay. So I can obviously Terra Fairy here. Tempted to try and catch the burn on the Urshifu with the Volcarona. And I'm min speed on the Iron Hand, so they can just Psychic Noise my... Yeah, it doesn't really work. So I'll go for Rillaboom and Terra Fairy, Drain and Kiss. Big damage. Not big damage. And yeah, they tried to stop the Drain Punch. That's perfectly fine, because I can Grassy Glide here, and I can Nasty Plot, right? No, I can't Grassy Glide. What am I doing? Frigorous on the field. I can get the KO onto the Urshifu, though, and I can U-turn. That's fine. They get some damage. And I get the U-turn. And I get a special attack boost as well. So let's go back to Iron Hands, in case they Trick Room, but they don't, that's fine. Can't Draining Kiss anymore. Their own Iron Hands, okay. I'm going to attempt to Swords Dance, and I'm going to attempt to Astral Barrage. I won't be able to. Oh, they Trick Room. What a fool. Because I'm min speed Iron Hands. And now I get to go for Drain Punch here and Draining Kiss here. Big Slurp. Yeah, that's a KO. This is a Heavy Slam KO, which is fine. Because now my Iron Hands is in a fantastic position. I will go into Volcarona because they're going to bring him Miraidon, and now with my Quark Drive, I should be all sorted. So I will Drain Punch and Flamethrower Miraidon. I suspect I'm strong enough with the Quark Drive to KO the Marinon. Oh yeah, Terra Fairy. That's a thing. It would have been strong enough. And they are strong enough. Did I just throw? I might have just thrown. I did indeed just throw. So, that was silly. Because if I'd gone into Rillaboom instead of Volcarona, then I'd have been able to just go for Fake Out and all that stuff. So, yeah, big throw from me. So again, I need to get good. So, was winnable, but I'm not so good at this game. So, moving on. I'll do a couple more with this, and if it epically fails, then I will heavily look at Mousehold Calyrex. Okay, they've got Ursaluna on this team, which is very reasonable. Facade? What? No Trick Room? What? What is that? Well, this is not World's Practice then, because that is not a thing. It's definitely not worth. Right, so my Milotic looks pretty good, so I'm going to go Volcarona on Milotic, because then the Volcarona can cover for if they leap Rillaboom, and if they don't, then Milotic is good against literally everything else. Calyrex is still good here, and my Min-Speed Iron Hands should also help. I was just about to say, don't bring Urshifu, but like doesn't matter here. So do I just sacrifice the Volcarona? No, I go into Iron Hands and Coil, because they're not threatening my Milotic in the slightest. So yeah, they do just Terra Surging Strikes, that's fine. And they Trick Room, and I'm in speed, so now I threaten the Wild Charge KO into them. And I can get a second Coil here. Do I need to? Might as well. Because then, my Hypnosis is 96% accurate at the moment, because I should be moving second still. But, yeah, that's a reasonable play. But I underspeed here. Oh, no, that doesn't work, because then they can Blood Moon me, can't they? Yeah, I should have just yeah, Wild Charge and Hypnosis into that Ursaluna slot was clearly the play. Obviously, this is all hindsight and all that. However, my Milotic is still pretty strong. Like, it's quite bulky, and they didn't Terra, so it might be able to survive. Yeah, there's the Blood Moon. No, it's not going to, is it? Oh, I underspeed, that's good. That was clutch. So then... do they have Foul Play? They don't. Ooh, that's useful. Because I will go for Bug Buzz into here. And they have Terra'd already, so they can't Terra the Calyrex out of it. Ooh, but I don't want to pick up a KO here, because that allows the Urshifu in, and that would be massive damage. So I do not want to pick up a KO here. Right? I don't. So I will Flamethrower the Frograph. Yeah, that's much better. Because now I can go for Calm Mind and Protect. And as far as I can see, this is now guaranteed outside of a Blood Moon critical hit this turn into the Calyrex. It's just Hyper Voice. That's alright, that does nothing. That literally does nothing. Now it is a Terra Fairy, Draining Kiss, KO for a Graph. It is a Flamethrower. KO into Ursaluna, and this is now a sweep. I take everything I just said back. What? What? How was that not a KO? Do not understand. Right. I mean, Calyrex is still winning, right? Because easily living that. And then Draining Kiss and Rage Powder. I still should be okay, but what? I guess I should have gone for Bug Buzz and Draining Kiss into the other thing, but like that shouldn't have happened. I'm very surprised that survived. But then I have no attack investment, special attack investment at all. So yeah, we're living that, and then I still win. So it's fine. Because this KOs, right? Yeah, okay, cool. So I do still win. Oh, wait, no I don't. No, I can Protect here and then Draining Kiss, and then I'm fine. Yeah, I'm still fine. Still fine. That was a little bit scary, but Fair enough. Did I upload the other one? Was there another one? No, this is the first one. What am I doing? That's the old one. Let's close that. That was the first match. Okay, so Milotic is still good here. And the fact that it underspeeds Farigiraf is good information. I still definitely want to go with Milotic. It's very good here. I think I'll do the same thing. I don't see a reason to switch it up. They saw a reason to switch it up, which is entirely reasonable. I could immediately just Hypnosis the Farigiraf and potentially just win on turn 1. I will Coil and Swords Dance, because if they just try to blow me up, which they do, then I can go for Volcarona here, and then Bug Buzz is surely a KO here. And then I can go for... do I need to Terra Normal so I live the Earth Power? I think I need to. Because Bug Buzz should KO here, like it does. Then Earth Power does not KO here, and I didn't need to Terra, but that's fair enough. Because now... they don't have Trick Room, so I win, right? So I will attempt to Bug Buzz here. I will just Wild Charge here, because Single Target Astro Barrage should KO, and I outspeed the Urshifu anyway. So, do I get a burn? There we go. Because they don't have Trick Room, so the game was guaranteed. So that doesn't KO, and now just Astro Barrage and whatever. So that's one of the things I theoried about the Milotic, is it's supposed to be a pseudo follow me, where it's like, well, if you don't deal with it, suddenly it's sleep spam, what are you going to do? And then if they do attack it, then suddenly I've got my setup with something, whether that's the Swords Dance or the Calm Mind or the Dragon Dance. So here's another one. Reasonable. Okay. So yeah, again the Raging Bolt, but it's Assault Vest, so I don't want to do as much to Milotic. Do they have a Covert Cloak anywhere? They don't. They do have Spirit Break over Foul Play. Definitely beating Milotic. And this is supposed to be Safety Goggles in the Iron Hands, but I got the wrong paste. So I'll go with these again and see what happens. I can't Hypnosis and Ursaluna, can I? Need to keep that in mind. Especially if they Terra Water. That wouldn't be ideal. Oh, very passive lead, and this is where I would have loved to have had, on the Clear Smog as well, I'd love to have had Safety Goggles, but alas. Right, I can only do one. This is incredibly passive, so not too concerned. The Clear Smog is annoying though. Like, yeah, I'm asleep, but it's fine. I will just start to chip away at your Brimsnarl. Safety Goggles would have been nice though. Just Spirit Break, but I should counteract that reasonably with this Drain Punch, which I do. Now this is going to sleep. Now they should just Clear Smog, but then that's still not doing that much. So I will attempt to Blind Hypnosis, and I will attempt to Swords Dance. Could consider Terra Normaling so that their Spirit Break is just doing nothing. But I'm quite glad I didn't. Blind Hypnosis, let's go! Nice. I mean, it wasn't blind, but, you know, wasn't 100% accurate. So, I'm going to Hypnosis again, and I'm going to switch to Corona, because then if they stay asleep again, and I get the sleep, then I'm in a really good position. Not in that great a position. However, I can still threaten down the KO into this Among Us, so... Depends if they want to get greedy or not, because if I Bug Buzz and they try and Spore, I might be able to... No, I won't KO. It's fine, I'll force the Terra Water. It's fine. Because if they Terra Water this, then they can't Terra Water it. Is everything Terra Water? No, just 3 things. How greedy did they get? Would they have allowed me a Life Orb Bug Buzz? Which I don't think KOs. Okay, cool. Got it the right way around. Because that's a KO. And this is a guaranteed turn of sleep. But there is the Trick Room. But they got rid of the Among Us, which is the main thing threatening my low tech, because now they can't undo my coil boosts. And if they go into Ursaluna, then they can't Terra Water anymore, and I can just Hydro Pump them. So this is entirely reasonable. 1 turn of sleep. I just choose to get lucky and wake up. So they're not threatening too much this turn. How many turns have Iron has slept? None at all, right? So it's kind of useless. So I guess I'll Hydro Pump and protect this turn, and then I will Hydro Pump again and sack the Iron Hands. High Horsepowering is brave. They could get burned. Wow, that was really good damage. That's not a KO, and this is a wake up. I low tick, you let me down. 1 turn asleep, so I need a 1 turn wake with this, and then get the attack off with this. Need the 1 turn wake on Iron Hands though. Come on, Iron Hands, you can do it. Although, there's 1 more turn of Trick Room. Still should be okay though, right? Because I'll be thrusting a double up KO into Ursaluna. Come on, Iron Hands, you can do this. Be reasonable for you to wake up given my low tick didn't. Because if it did, Hydro Pump would just have probably ended the game, but it has not. Iron Hands, you let me down. How could you? Now what? Calm Mind and Protect. I need to get greedy here. They got greedy. Because if I'd have just Bug Buzzed and Astral Barraged there, I would have won, right? Don't see a way out of this. Might as well Terra Fairy if they fake me out, fair enough. They didn't. Slight Screen made more sense. They live, though. I think that's better for me. I still need to crit through the light screen. Oh, and that was enough. Anyway, okay, cool. Right, so their passive stuff beats my passive stuff, which is quite annoying, because I'm supposed to have safety goals in the Iron Hands. That's what I brought to the challenge, but I obviously copied over an old paste. If I had that, then this game is just basically over immediately. So instead... let's go Iron Hands and Roaring Moon instead. With my low-tick and Calyrex. So then that threatens down the Amoonguss immediately. If they switch it up, oh no. Like, if they lead with Incineroar, that's annoying, because Milotic's really good against that. But surely the Clear Amulet and the Milotic would put them off an Incineroar lead. Timer on. I mean, this is a good Grimmsnarl with Calyrex. I have liked Screens and Fake Out with Calyrex Ice. I have thought that was good. Interesting having Clear Smog, though. There's not too much setup. Yeah, there we go. This is alright. I can Swords Dance and hard switch to Milotic, sacrificing this boost, right? Because then if they Spirit Break here, that's decent. They immediately Glacial Lance, that's still perfectly fine. Yeah, Terra Water. Oh. It would have just let me knock them off. Interesting. So, I will still attempt to Swords Dance, and I believe I will just Blind Hypnosis, right? Nah, I don't need to, I can Coil. Because the Hypnosis becomes 72% accurate with the Zoom Lens. But with one coil, it's 96% accurate. So this should surely be the better way around of doing it. If they hard switch to Amoonguss with Grimmsnarl, then not ideal. Especially because I should have had safety goggles on this. Okay. So, not ideal. They can only go for one. So I'll Drain Punch here, and I will just accept the sleep on the Milotic. I had to consider safety goggles on the Milotic as well for being even better against this Calyrex stuff, but you need an extra coil to have insurance. Yeah, that makes sense. But that was good healing. I'll attempt to Hypnosis the Amoonguss. And then next turn I'll be able to coil a second time, and then I can Hypnosis out of Trick Room. And if they Rage Powder, that's perfectly fine as well. I won't do much, and they'll chip me with the Rocky Helmet as well, but this would be fine. Because then that's not a Spore and not a Clear Smog. Oh, that was smart. Ooh, don't wake up though. But now I will attempt to Drain Punch and Hypnosis the Amoonguss again. And hopefully Sleep Turns are not against me, even though that's what I'm trying to do to my opponent. That's fine. That counts as moving already. Massive damage and do wake up, so 96% accurate. Cool. So my Hydro Pump is also 96% accurate into this Ursaluna right now. They protect? I don't think so. I'm just going to attack. And we'll see if Milotic's strong enough. I don't think it would be. Yeah, that's not strong enough. They don't wake up though, so that's good. Do I play the odds here? I think I do. Because I got quite, like, obviously Gamba's Fallacy. But if I get Dragon Dance here, and then Hydro Pump here, and the Amoonguss stays asleep, am I not quite sorted? And I think because I'm behind as well, I need to go for that. Would have been reasonable to go into Calyrex there as well and Calm Mind. Might have been better. Ooh, moment of truth. Oh, no, no moment of truth. That's alright. So, I'm going for the 80% accurate Hypnosis here, I think. No, they just get to Fake Out and then Trick Room again, don't they? Because the knockoff won't do enough. Yeah. Need to get to fake out here. I mean, it was good damage, but not enough. I need to be living with the Milotic, which I could do. Definitely could do. Then I need to KO the Grimmsnarl on the final turn of Reflect. And then I might be able to. Come on, Milotic, you got this. Nice. And then this is 100%, nice 6% accurate, but there we go. Alright, so this is reasonable then. So now I can... Yeah, definitely Terra so they can't KO me here. But they got the Ursaluna just waiting to do whatever, don't they? I need to play the odds here. Oh, they went to Amoonguss. That was brave. But they're still asleep, so I can still play the odds. If they stay asleep here, I just win, right? Because I can just double protect. Right? And even if they don't stay asleep, then I can also one turn wake. So the odds are still in my favour now. Nice. And that doesn't KO, which I think I prefer. That does KO, which is decent. Now I should just be able to double protect and win, right? I mean, if they bring in Ursaluna, I double protect, and if they bring Calyrex, I just attack. So, yeah, I should be sorted. I don't see a way back for them. Yeah, there's Calyrex, but it's guaranteed to sleep, so I can just attack. So then this would be a Acrobatics here. This is a Astral Barrage. This is a KO into the Ursaluna. That's guaranteed to sleep. That's KO'd. Well, no, that other way around. That's KO'd. And then I can just Astral Barrage KO and win. Cool. And now we go into a game 3. So that was a long slog. But there we go. That's what will happen if I'm playing a Milotic against another somewhat slow-paced team. I do the same thing. I go Volcarona on Milotic here, I think. Still bring Iron Hands for sure. I'm going to sack the Roaring Moon this time. Like, it was fine, but I don't think I needed it as much. I mean, to be fair, it's the best thing I have against Amoonguss. Although Volcarona does well against it. And then if the Amoonguss Terrors, then I can Wild Charge it as well. Don't like that they have Fake Out in the top slot. Like, Fake Out, like, and here. Fake Out does not go in the top slot. Like, objectively, it doesn't. Because if you time out into Fake Out, that's not good. And it looks gross at the top anyway. Ah, they give me the boost straight away. I'm going to still try and Flamethrower, and I'm going to maybe Blind Hypnosis. Because they'll just Close Smog me anyway. Maybe you can just Hydro Pump to KO the Incineroar, right? That's fine. That's fine. So then here I will burn a Sleep Turn. If I had a Bug Buzz there, I'd have been able to two-shot them. So, at least they've already used their Terra though. So, imagine if that went to Milotic. Yeah, that's fine. That's a Sleep Turn burned. So I will, yeah, Bug Buzz here. And attempts to Hydro Pump here. And if I get that off, that's pretty good. Almost KO, Milotic. I mean, this is still going to chunk whatever comes in because +2 now. I could have considered going for the Amoonguss, actually, because then that would have been a KO. Come on, Milotic. Do it. Oh, never lucky. So I'll Hydro Pump the Amoonguss now, and I'll switch to Iron Hands. Obviously, I still haven't coiled, so this is not guaranteed. But if it does hit the Amoonguss, then I get to keep my competitive boost and get a third. So, yep, just Rage Powder, that's fine. Hit. Good. And there's Trick Room. That's perfectly fine. If they go into Ursaluna, I Oko them with Hydro Pump. We're in a mind game here of do I immediately Hydro Pump or do I coil? I think if I Terra Normal and Swords Dance, I'll be able to win because I can just Drain Punch. And I will tend to... Yeah, they do protect. Nice, I get Swords Dance. I should be sorted now because I can Drain Punch here. And I can... Is it optimal to Hypnosis? Because if I hit, it's just immediate game over. Do I Oko Ursaluna? I don't know if I do. I'm going to Hypnosis. I'm going to believe in my Iron Hands, because I'm Clear Amulet, and now it's going to come into play, maybe, because Incineroar can't switch in and intimidate me. So, it's just speed tie between... So I should Hydro Pump as well. I should Hydro Pump as well. And I win the speed tie, if there was one. So, good. And then, big damage. Because that was Zoom Lens, so I slightly hit. Now I'm +4. That's good. So then let's just try and Drain Punch here, and let's try and Hydro Pump here. I should be sorted. And that's theoretically what's supposed to happen against this team. Yeah, there we go. That's what's supposed to happen. But whether I stick with this team, like, it's fine. Seems like as a fallback for a tournament team, I'd be fine. If it was a regional, I'd be happy to bring this to a regional. Don't know if I'm happy to bring this to the World, though. I do need to look into Mousehold Cataracts. I'm going to say that so many times it's not going to appear on a video. Or maybe it's the next one. Who knows?